Morning, good 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 morning, everybody. Good morning. Why is that doing that? Hold on one second. Wow. There we go. Well, let's try that again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning from around the world. Thank you all for joining the conference call today. It's beautiful Thursday, which is September 17th. Wow, what a day. Well, oh, my goodness. I'd like to thank Miss Konohara over in Japan. Good morning, young ladies. Good seeing you, good seeing you, good seeing you. I also like to thank Miss Caroline Baker. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Dwayne, to everybody from the East Coast, thank you so much, Mr. Dwayne. Miss Celia Ramos out in Woodland, California. Good morning. Mr. Daryl Ranson, and thank you so much. Mr. Dwayne, thank you so much. Regional Director, Mr. Julian Lewis down in San Diego, California. Thank you, senor. What a great job on Tuesday. That was amazing. Miss Candy Eppley down in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you so much. Miss Kathleen Williams, good morning. Mr. Payon out in Japan. Thank you so much. Miss Castro, superstar lady down in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you so much. Miss Marcia Carter, good morning. Your brother, Mr. Marvin Carter, Regional Director out of Fresno, good morning. My dear friend Sam Foster down there in Dallas, Texas, good morning, sir. Winston Herbert, good morning. Miss Pat Robinson over in Oakland, California, good morning, dear. Let's go a little north. Patricia and Frank Bowman up in Elk Grove, California. My dear friend, Mr. Brian Baker, Mr. Baker over Big and Served. Is it me? Oh, Million Served. There you go. Mr. Chris McDowell. Good morning, sir. Miss Melissa Vaughn, good morning. Miss Natasha Ismail, Regional Director, Fresno, good morning. Marie, good morning, good morning. Marie, hi, how you go? Miss Jones out in South Carolina, part of the Crew organization. Methodist, good morning. Regional Director, Ms. Rose Guerrero, good morning, dear. And Regional Director, Mr. Chris King, good morning. And Mr. Ismail, good morning, sir. Well, as you know, we got a great call lined up today. This young lady hails from the Fresno area. She was with us about 3 weeks ago, did a phenomenal job just talking to you like she's sitting on the couch and you're having a conversation across the kitchen table. We love her dearly. She's also so authentic, just a great person to listen to and great ideas how she built her business and getting customers. And she decided to build two positions, one for her and one for her husband. And her husband's been a great provider. And she says, look, my husband's having a problem with his back and his health a little bit, and I got to step up the pace, pick up it. And she decided to get an ACN and start building and building and building. And her motivation was to bring her husband home. So you got to have a why. And also her daughter want to go to certain college. She says, don't worry about it, darling. I got you covered too. I got my husband covered, got my daughter covered. She's just a great community leader. We love her dearly. She's well known through the Valley, especially in Fresno, where she has a solid team and a good upline as well as good people in her organization. Without further ado, from the Fresno, California area, Regional Director, Miss Evelyn Phipps. Good morning, dear. Let's show some love to her. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Can you hear me, sir?
Absolutely, beautiful. Yes.
Okay, good. Good morning, ACN. How's everybody doing? Well, I want to first and foremost thank you for that lovely introduction. It is actually a privilege to be on this call to hopefully help one, at least if I can help one person, hey, I'm way ahead. You're way ahead of the game, because in this business, that's what we need. We need to help each other. What's working, what's not. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is something I learned from my amazing leaders in the Fresno market. They went over this a couple of years ago. I know we have a lot of new people, so you need to get your pad and your pen ready, because you need to be taking notes. The information I'm sharing with you is what I got from my notes that I took when my leaders were pouring into me to help me how to read different people, when I'm out there prospecting, what am I looking for? How to read people, okay? So that's what I'm gonna share with you, what I learned from Miss Guerrero and Mr. King and her twin sister, her lovely twin sister, Angela. Okay, if you're brand new, most of us have probably heard this, how to form people, okay? Form meaning F for family, O for occupation, R for recreation, and M, message or motivation. And what I mean by all that is when you're talking to people, engage. This is me, and I'm gonna be real. I'm always like, oh, whenever I see somebody at the store or something, I just start talking, oh, are you married? If you see a ring on them, obviously they're married. Oh, what is it that you do? Okay, I'm getting into the occupation, What do you guys like to do for fun? Do you guys, do you water ski? Do you fish? Do you, snow ski? What, we're getting into learning about the other person. And then finally, our message. What is our message, or what's going to motivate them is when we come in with what we're offering and things like that. So what I want to go into is, some of you may have heard this, the 4 different types of people. Okay, we got the whales, we got the dolphins, we got the sea urchins, and we got the sharks. Okay, so a whale is probably, that's where I come in. Because that's the type of person I am, a servant heart, somebody who just loves to help people. Those of you that know me, remember my story. Anybody that came to my house, whether I knew them or not, whatever they were selling, I was buying just to help them. Okay, that is a whale. So what you want to do is, when you prospect somebody and you have somebody like this, you want to connect them with other people within your organization. Now, it doesn't even have to be with it. It could be me. I may not even be, you may not be with me, but it could be me. Hey, I need you to talk to so-and-so. She's the same type of person. She loves helping people. She puts others before herself. Now, there's a lot of people that do this, loves to help people. So what would we connect them with? Project Feeding Kids. That type of person loves to help people. What are we doing? We're trying to stop, Project Feeding Kids. We're trying to stop childhood hunger. So that would be a good thing to talk about. When you get to know somebody and they're all about charities, they love to give back, they want to help people, go, oh, that's so interesting. I'm involved in this business that does the same thing. This is what we do. We help feed hungry children in the area. This might interest you. So see, it's very easy to get that going. Okay, the next one would be a dolphin. Okay, dolphins like to have fun. I hate to say this, but that's me too. You can be more than one thing. Love to have fun, 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 like Mr. Thomas says. That's me. This person wants to be a part of something. And believe it or not, you will get people that want to join just to be a part of something. They want to be in that camaraderie, the fun part, just getting together, just talking. Maybe they don't have that many friends or something, and that's okay. We got a lot of people in this organization that love to have fun. So once they get plugged in and they see what's going on and how we connect and do things, Mr. Thomas's Fun Friday, where you've got your little cocktail, obviously they're gonna love that, things like that. So that's your dolphin. Always has a smile on their face, always energetic, engaging, excited, friendly, humorous, just loves to be a part of something. So you need to, make sure you differentiate the two things. The next one is our sea urchin, okay? Sea urchin is interesting because they want to know everything. They're very analytical. They want to know the ins and outs of everything. This could be a business person. I remember a while back, one of my mentors had a prospect, a gentleman who owned a business. He was all about the numbers. I'm a numbers person. I need to know this, I need to know that, and it really threw us back because we were like, a numbers person? I mean, okay, we got to go do our homework. And I think we even got Mr. Thomas involved on that one, because a person that wants to know all the numbers and things, we have to be on our game. We have to know stuff like this. They are, you can bring up, this is a global business. You can do this from the comfort of your home. It's, things like that. But I remember one of my mentors was a sea urchin. She needed to know everything about the business. So what did she do? It took her 4 months before she actually got involved because she wanted to know everything. That will slow your business down. But there are people like that. So what you want to do is go, you know what? I know somebody exactly like you. Get them engaged with that person. That person will help them through it so that they will want to join. They'll say, hey, this sounds like something I want. This is another sea urchin. We want to connect people. That's the biggest thing, is connecting people, because nobody wants to be left alone. Nobody wants to feel like an outsider out there. Like, oh, what am I doing? Why did I get involved? What is going on? I can't connect with anybody. Really, you can connect with a lot of people. We do this all the time. Whenever you talk to a fireman, you're going to connect them to Mr. King. Whenever you talk to a salesperson, maybe Mr. Marvin Carter or somebody who's in sales. So this is no different, you guys. This is really no different. It's just finding the different avenues and connecting them, okay? And the last one is a shark, okay? We had a few of these. I know I had one, a really good one. This person can take you to the next level. I mean, really quick. Doesn't care about any of that. Just tell them what to do. I want to, this person tends to be money motivated. You're saying I can make this much? Okay, how long will it take me to make this much? So you got to do your homework. You got to get in there and say, well, how much money do you want to make? Okay, right now with the business you're working on, how much time can you give me to help you? And that's the biggest thing. People will say, oh, I want to make $5,000 a month, but they only want to give you like 10 hours. No, it's not going to work that way. You have to set that, if you want to make this kind of money, this is how long it's going to take. This is how much I need. And it's got to be 100% working with you, and what I mean, anytime they have with you, you need their full attention. But this person could be a CEO, could be a multimillionaire already, it could be a lot of different things. Just want to be their own boss. That's a big plus, because so many people want to be their own boss. They just don't have the finances to own their own business. So this being what, $199? I mean, come on, you guys, you can be your own boss. And it's not so much them, it's who they know. Somebody that's motivated like this and has connections. And their connections are what's gonna really, really drive you. You're gonna be busy. Let me tell you, I had a young gentleman, he was first year in college. He saw this business and he was just like, oh my God, oh my God. He started thinking of all the possibilities, all the people he knew. We always get people like this, but this person really did it. He put his money where his mouth was, or however that goes. He really, really did it. It got so busy. I went and I worked with him and his mom, showed him the ins and out, how we're gonna get customers. He says, all right, Mrs. Phipps, I got this. I said, no. You're not, you've only been in the business 2 days. I need to be with you. I want to show you the ropes. I want to make sure you're saying the right thing. This guy was on it. He got customers like you would not believe. And he got business partners. And every time he got a business partner, he trained them the way I trained him. And boom, boom, boom. Everybody was getting a check. So he flew. He passed me. Let me put it that way. A young kid, he passed me. He back then we had TC, and he did that, I think, in 13 months. And this is a full-time college student. He was working at a business called Guarantee Financial, which is like a real estate financial place, part-time. And then he did this part-time, okay? So can you imagine the kind of business he had? He was making some good money for a young kid. And the type of people he was introducing got better and better and better. First, it was just his friends, okay? But then when they started making money, the friends knew other people that own businesses and things like that. And this guy would do anything. He would do anything to get a customer. He would not leave without the customer, without getting a customer. He came so far as saying, I'll wash your car, I'll wash your dog, whatever. I'll mow your lawn. I'll do this. I'll do that. Back then, we would do some crazy things. And he was right there. He taught his team how to do everything. I'm telling you, he was my biggest organization. That one leg just took off. It just went crazy. And what I loved about it was I trained him so good that 2 weeks later, he was on his own. He was on his own. And so I was able to work with other people. I start, prospecting, going down my other legs, but that's how good he is. So a shark, I mean, we all want sharks. Let's put it that way. But a shark will take you places that, are far and beyond. But don't be discouraged. You can get a dolphin like me or a whale like I was. I was both. There's a lot of people that have servant hearts, that love to work with charities, love to give back, love to help people. Being a whale is just, we all know people out there that are hurting, especially right now with this pandemic. Maybe they're essential workers at a restaurant and the restaurant's closed. They need this. You being a servant heart, you're gonna introduce them to this business and show them how it works. They will love you for it. They will love you for it because you are helping them. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But a dolphin's the same thing almost, only they really like to have fun. You can find a lot of people like, is this gonna be this? Is this gonna be boring? No, 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 no. Let me tell you, and make it fun for them too. I mean, I know in the Fresno market, when we weren't locked down, we used to do a lot of things. Go to the movies, go to haunted houses for the Halloween season, have Christmas parties, have a lot of potlucks, do bowling. We would make it fun for every age group, every age group. Now, if you're older like me and you want to do different things, we would do that too, but you gotta change it up all the time. So a sea urchin, don't be afraid of a sea urchin. They may be very analytical, but they know a lot of top people too. Like I said, it could be a CEO, could be a business owner. They work with that. They might know thousands and thousands of people, global. They love to hear about a business that's global, that's expanding, able to do it in your own home. They work with intelligent, knowledgeable people. That's the type of person they are. They're very analytical. They need to know every ins and outs. But here's the thing. What I would tell somebody like that is, you gotta see it. You just gotta see it. You know why? We've got an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've got all these other awards. Talk to them about documentation on a third-party magazine, because we all know documentation will beat conversation anytime. And if we're documented in all those Success from Home magazines, what can they say? You guys, January, we're going on 28 years in this business. It's 28 years strong. We're not a fly-by-night. We're not one of those, that goes, and the co-founders keep expanding and expanding for us. The technology is so crazy. Like they were saying the other day, we don't even have to go anywhere anymore. We can do this through Zoom. I mean, this is really remarkable. So I wanted to open it up to see if anybody had any questions on what, maybe some of the things I was bringing up, a sea urchin, or who would you introduce them to? A whale. You can talk about Project Feeding Kids, the charity, that we do, things like that. So does anybody have any questions? Let me see. I know there's a lot of you that are a little
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can
Yes.
you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Did you have anything you wanted to say or anything? I mean, does anybody have any questions? I don't see.
I have a question.
Okay.
Actually, later on this afternoon, I made a connection with a college buddy. He is the director of operations for UPS.
Could you speak a little louder, please?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Much better, a little louder.
Okay, I got to turn up the volume then. That's what it is.
That's
So
what it
I have a
is.
friend of
That's
mine
what happened when
from
you're in Canada.
college. He is a director of operations for UPS. And here in Canada, they have about literally 200 stores across Canada. And I have a meeting with him later today. Now, in terms of approaching him, being a friend,
So is he a good friend?
yeah, he's a really good friend.
Okay, so you already know a little bit about him, right?
I do.
You know if he's married or not, if he has a family.
Yes.
You already know his occupation.
But my approach,
What-
is it different in terms of business because I know him? Do I still make it lighthearted? The line is where I'm asking more, is the cutoff line between friendship and business. There's no friendship in business, but that's what I'm going at more, is where's that cutoff to be more friendly, but then at the same time, you want to be more assertive and be more business oriented because it's more of a business conversation.
Okay. Are you brand new?
No, I'm not.
And you've not showed him this at all? You've
No.
never, he's not
No.
been on your list to do a PBR or PBZ?
No, because I had completely forgot about him. He only came up just a couple days ago. Being a flight attendant, my industry is being rocked right now. So it was just talking through other people that it came back to me like, oh, Jay, where's he? He's in Ottawa. And I spoke to him today. No, he's living in Calgary, and now he's the head honcho at UPS, right? So completely forgot about him, completely.
Okay, let me just give you a scenario or something that I would do. If it was a good friend of mine that was working for a big business and had a lot of connections and a lot of stores, I would probably say, hey, so-and-so, it's great to meet up with you again. You know, God, it's been so long and blah, 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 you know. Hey, I know you being a business person and everything, how's the word I want to say? I know you don't just rely on one like diversify your income.
Yep.
You know, we don't want to leave all our eggs in one basket, in other words. But there's a way to say that, and I wrote it down, and because that's how I approach business people.
Diversify.
Diversify, yes, whether I know them or not. And they get intrigued. And then I would put it off on someone else, like not you, because he knows you. Yep. And say, I know somebody who is working on a business project that you would, I think we need to talk to them. I really think we need to get together with this person, me and you, I mean, wouldn't it be cool if we can make it, diversify our income and make extra money on the side or whatever,
Perfect.
But you don't want to just go in as, hey, but when you're talking to him, don't go for the kill right away. How's it going? How's everything work, with this just how are you doing? How's the family doing? Little chit chat before you go into all that. They don't want to know that they're being sold on something right away. Get them relaxed, that's me anyway. I even with my girlfriends, people that I run into that I knew in school, I don't go for the kill right away. I slowly start talking to them. And then I would edify somebody in a higher caliber that's in a bigger position than yourself. Maybe, I don't know who your upline is.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Mr. Julian Lewis had a response, another regional director. So what would your response be, sir?
Well, it's your friend, right?
Yes.
Okay. before he was a big head honcho, he's still your friend, right?
Absolutely.
So he's your friend. So connect with him as a friend. This is business, but a lot of times, look, our business is relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of friends. I was what's called a head honcho in my thing. But if my friends started talking to me like a salesperson and being real formal and saying and having, it would weird me out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're my buddy. What's up? And so if you're his friend, you know, he might be the head honcho, but you know his life. You know if he's married and has kids. I was super busy, and though I was making great money, I wanted to be home. So those are the things that you want to look at from a relationship perspective. And it's great to diversify, but who knows? He might not want to be the head honcho.
Yeah.
He might actually want to be home. So when you do the form, like Miss Phipps was saying, you identify those things, and then you say, you know what? I know someone that was in your situation. He's been home for 14 years. What if that guy wants to be home? Then you can say, I
Yeah.
know someone who's been home for 14 years. Or what if he says, I love what I do. I love being busy and I'm making money, but I want to make more. Oh my gosh, I need to introduce you to this individual. They're in your situation and they learned how to make more. So you mirror them and relate it to them. And then you introduce them to someone who's similar. But if you just go in because thinking about what he does, oftentimes you'll be wrong because we're not psychics. Let them tell
Right.
you what they want and then go in that direction.
Perfect. Thank you. That's what I needed.
Very good. That's awesome. Does anybody else have questions? You guys, learning all this, I hope you guys were taking notes, will really, really help you. It really did. It helped me because as soon as we were able to do businesses and go in, I was like, okay, I'm in. But then I'm like, okay, what am I going to say? So you need to learn these different types of people and what type of person they are. I go into like,
What?
who are we talking to now?
Keep going, please.
Oh, okay. So like, I would go into different dry cleaners, you know, whether I needed something dry cleaned or not. I mean, I had a coat that I was constantly, I take it to this dry cleaner and then I went to a different one, but I started going there a lot and started talking to the man and getting to know him so I can show him my business or get a service. And it works, you guys. The more and more I went up to him and I just start chit-chatting with him. You know, God, isn't it super hot out here? And blah, blah, blah. You know, we got to know each other. And it just so happened to be next to the lady that grooms my dogs. And I explained to him, hey, this lady, I'm helping her. Why not let me help you? What do you mean you're helping her? And I go, well, you know, I told her I'm helping her put more money back in her business. You know, she's got a small business. You got a small business. I go, I can, you know, bring it down your overhead. How are you going to do that? Then I made an appointment with him and then I talked to him. There's a lot of, you know, you guys, but you need to be out there. You can't just go for the kill the first time. You got to build a little rapport. I mean, going to someplace once or twice, you're building a rapport. I got a Chinese restaurant because I was there all the time. As soon as we were able to do the merchant, I went in there and I go, look, how often am I here? I'm here at least 2-3 times a month. Why? Because I don't cook on the weekends. And they laugh. And I go, so you know I'm a good customer. And they go, yeah, you're a very good customer. They tell me like that. And I go, okay, I need you to be my customer. Okay, with what? And I showed them. I told them everything I had. They're my customer for everything I have. I even got solar off of them, off their house. There is a way to do things. If you're a regular customer at the same restaurant all the time, and I don't mean McDonald's, a franchise, but a regular one, you can approach them like that. I mean, Mrs. Ishmael has the nail place that does her nails. I switched hairdressers 3 times until I got somebody who is my customer. And that's the same person that keeps calling me, hey, I referred somebody else. I love those kind of customers. I would have never met her if I didn't go into her place of business. So
Hey,
there's
Miss-
a lot of ways, you guys, you just learn the 4 different, not only the form, but the different personalities, the whale, the dolphin.
Hey, Ms.
See your-
Phipps.
Yes.
Yes, this is gonna be more of a global question for your newer IBOs, but I want you to answer it since you have the mic. And the question is, how do you prospect in terms of motivation towards the cold market, newer people?
Okay. Okay, well, I do it every day. And I've talked to my people, and I used to drive and take them clear out of my area. I'd drive to Las Vegas, 7-hour drive. I drive to LA, things like that, just to train them. But what I do is we're going in. Now, cold market, if I'm at a store and I see somebody, you know, I smile. It's always about a smile. You guys have to have a smile, even if it's a rotten day. Like, you know, the air's really bad over here. Still got to smile. And I see somebody, I go, what? I love your jacket. I love the way your hair looks, or I love your shoes. Now, if it's a guy, same thing. You know, you look so familiar. I use this a lot. You look so familiar. Did we go to school together, or do I know you? You know, so you're breaking the barrier right there. So you start talking to them. I don't know what, you know, I don't know, what school did you go to? I go, are you into sports? Yeah, I am. Okay, that's where I saw you. I knew you. You look like you're a football player, or you used to be, or something. Yeah, I used to play. Okay, well, I'm an avid football, you know, so I go see, and so you just break the barrier and you just start talking. So what is it that you do? You know, blah, blah, blah. And then they start telling me. Obviously, they're going to turn around and ask you, well, what is it you do? I mean, it's only the polite thing to do. And then you just mention what you do. A lot of us we're working and we're also doing this, you know? And so then you connect them and you always edify. Oh, when you're brand new, you edify somebody else, because you are too new and you may not know what to say. So whoever you're working with, practice edifying. I mean, Mr. Thomas has mentioned this a lot to us. At least say 4 or 5 good things about that person that you're going to introduce them to. Is that helpful?
Absolutely, Ms. Phipps. That's exactly what I want to hear for the masses, the newer people. I surely appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, once you do it and you start doing it, it gets fun. It gets fun. It really does.
Miss Evelyn, Al Thomas here. When you kind of go through, I know you said it, and I don't know if everybody caught it, but you said you went to 3 different places to get your, was it nails or hair done?
Hair.
Okay, hair. Explain to everybody the first place and why you left the first place to go to the second place, and why you left the second place to go to the third place. I think that's going to be really juicy for people to hear.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you, this gentleman did my hair for like 25 years. He did my wedding. He went with me out of town and did my whole wedding party, you know, and I asked him to be my customer, and we could tease around and joke around and everything. And he goes, what do you need a customer for? And I told him, look, this is a business I'm doing. I showed him on my phone and everything. He goes, well, what do I need to do? And I go, we didn't have merchant back then. So I told him, let me at least get your gas, natural gas. Now, he had just gotten into a contract with Comcast, so I couldn't do any of that. So he agreed to do the gas. Then I get a letter saying that I can't do the gas because he already was on a contract with somebody else. So I called him up and I told him, hey, Mario, what's this? He goes, what? And he goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. And I go, you know, I don't understand you. It took me forever for you to become my customer when I've been your customer forever. And you know me, and you went with somebody by the fly of the night who called you on the phone? I go, that's crazy. I would have thought that was a scam. And he just goes, well, yeah, I did. I just didn't know. So he goes, and I like that company. So he didn't want to be my customer. So that was it. I went to somebody else. I went to the next one, and this one I met because our children used to play softball together. So I went to her. I let her do my hair a couple of times. I mentioned to her what I was doing, and so she goes, yeah, I'll be your customer. But here's what happened. They were in contract with everything. She couldn't even do Vivint because they just gotten a contract with another company. So I stayed with her for a while. Then I found another place. And I went with that girl. And I went in and I told her, you know, you look so familiar. It comes out, she did look familiar to me. She really did. Turns out she went to the same gym. I go, yeah. She goes, yeah. She goes, you look so familiar too. And I go, yeah. She goes, but you look different. Your hair's down. I go, yeah, because I always have my hair up. And same thing with her. We got to talking and I told her, look, I have a business that I can help you. You're a small business, you're just starting out, blah, blah, blah. Let me help you with your overhead expenses. That way you get money back. How are you gonna do that? And I go, let me explain. I showed her the business through my phone. She goes, okay, I'm a little busy right now, but can you come back? I said, absolutely. I got everything. So obviously I stay with her. Now, she's a little expensive, so I only go 3 times a year with her. I do still go, you know, I'm still looking at other places. But the point is, I still go with her. And now she was a dynamite, because she is the one that's been giving me Vivint customers like crazy. I've gotten 3 from her referring. I never met these people. And this is during the Zoom thing. She sent them my way. She's been my customer for 3 years now. She bought a new house, got all her services. So I have her services from her house. I have her service from her business. So I'm the type of person, if we're doing business, it's not just you doing business. I need to have something out of it too. I mean, I told my dog groomer that. Absolutely. I go, look, I got 2 dogs, I can take another. And so I did take the 3rd one. Big dog, doesn't need really grooming, but I took it anyway. Give her a bath, you know? And I've been with her for 3 or 4 years, but I got her services. So it's a matter of getting to know the people that you do things with. Guys, if you guys go to a barber or somebody who cuts your hair or shaves you or something, definitely. You're helping them. They're a small business. I mean, right now we can help them a lot with their overhead, you know, merchant service, whatever. Because it doesn't cost them anything to try. If we can't beat them, guess what? They're going to get that $250 from just allowing us to try. Same thing with the flower shop. I'm still working with her. In fact, I have an appointment next week with her because they're only allowing so many people to go in. I said, look, I gave you business. You know, I've known you and I only knew her because I went in with a friend. And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, I'm going back in. I'm going to talk to her. I'm that type of person. If I can get somewhere in there, or if she knows somebody else, I'm in there. Don't be afraid, you guys, because I'm telling you right now, I didn't used to be this person. This happened because of self-development, plugging into everything, because Mr. Thomas puts these calls so that we all learn something. I mean, every day we should be getting something out of it. We really should, out of all the calls. The mindset with Miss Ishmael, with Julian Lewis the other day, that was awesome. You know, there's something about all these calls that we need to be plugging in. I have notes from a few years ago that I still go back to. You know, I go through journals like crazy. And if you want to succeed in this business, you really need to take notes. Because the worst thing is, I heard this somewhere, but I don't remember. I don't even remember how it goes. nobody, you know, you can't keep calling the same person up all the time. What did you say back when, you know, write it down the best way that you can remember. And then you have this Zoom that you can go back to too, to learn. So I hope that helps. Any
That
other
was
questions?
powerful. You know, as they say, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Exactly.
And another powerful thing, folks, I've said this, I don't know how many times, but look, to your business owners, I have a way, I have a way that I can help lower your overhead expenses. Would you like to know? And they all say yes. Who would not want to learn how they can lower their overhead expenses? On their bottom line expenses, they got to pay. It's just common sense. If I could show you a way to lower your bottom line expenses, would that be of interest to you? That's all Ms.
Yep.
Evelyn Phipps is doing here.
You
And,
know, too,
you know, go ahead.
Most businesses, they know other people that own businesses. So their referrals are going to be business people. I mean, that one girl, that hairdresser, she has a friend that owns a motel or hotel, however you want to say it, up at Yosemite, by Yosemite. And I talked to them before, but now with everything going on, I'm going to have to wait until, you know, because there's fires and crazy, we can't even get up there. But they always know businesses. So that's a good plus right there too. Go on, Mr. Thomas. Did you?
No, dear. I just want to say, notice also courage that she took. Listen what Mrs. Evelyn Phipps said. The courage. She made a decision to change from being this quiet, meek lady. Look, I need to learn, and all this information, like she says, you're getting every single day. She took notes and then she started applying it. And that's why she has so many personal customers. Not only that, she is also putting customers in her husband's business because she brought him in. She's building 2 positions. And some of us barely can build a half a position. She's building 2 because she's learning from the calls and she's implementing what she is learning. As you could tell, she's not a salesperson. She's not a, she's a dolphin. She's not a shark. She talks to everybody. I love it.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to connect with a shark right away, especially somebody way younger than me. I right away, called my mentor. Okay, this one wants to just take off. So what are we going to do? Okay, this is what we're going to do. And you work with people. And then we would bring him Mr. Thomas worked with him as well because he knew that he was taking off. I mean, this guy, and he plugged into everything. In fact, he even moved. You make a lot of money. Why are you going to stay in a little town, But we have leaderships at Vegas or Palm Springs or whatever. He takes buses with his team, because he got them all to learn about money, having money work for you. I'm just saying, you guys, we're grown-ups. If younger kids can do this, we need to step it up. We really do. That's where the courage comes from. Like, I'm just going to do it. What are they going to say? No? Okay. Go to the next person. I did that a couple of times with a donut place. She kept saying, no. And I go, okay, go ahead. Pay a lot of money. I'm going to go buy my donuts somewhere else. I didn't tell her that, but I'm thinking that, So come back a few months later, do the same thing. They don't always remember. So I kept doing that. So that's what I have. I hope we answered everybody's questions. I don't know, I can't see if anybody else had questions.
You were just amazing today with just letting and encouraging anybody and everybody to call. And that wipes away that myth. You got to be a salesperson. Nobody said that. Yeah. Just be you, and not miss. And that's what she's just being her. Come on, folks. Every one of you could get as many customers here. How many personal customers do you have? Number one, and the second part of the question is, how many personal customers does your husband have?
My husband has 60, and I'm gonna start working more on him, but I'm trying to get me to 200. I have 150, I believe. I'm trying to get 100. After hearing Rose and Chris, I go, I gotta step it up.
So totally, you put in over 200 personal points yourself, but just in 2 positions. That's how I look at it. Can we give her a hand? Wow. Thank you, dear, for a wonderful conversation today. Look, everybody, it'll be posted on Destiny International, and go back and listen to it again and again. And here again, I'm going to reiterate, get a copy of it and send it to everybody on your team. You'd be surprised what'll happen when people see a video like this and they thank you. Not that they got, life came along and they got sidetracked. And that's why I said every morning a positive message out every morning to keep people's mind focused on the business of ACN. And then in the afternoon, I would send this video out to people. Why? To keep them focused. I've had 4 people in the last 4 weeks came back in or got revived just because they, for whatever reason, and they saw a video, they're like, oh my God, how's ACN doing? Oh my God, this is wonderful. Gosh, I needed that. So send out this video, send them out, all the videos out every day, every other day to people in your team to keep them in the loop, Miss Marie. So God bless you all. Thank you so much. Tomorrow morning, we might have Yoda here tomorrow. Who knows? Tomorrow morning, we got a great one. We're going to be going into with Yoda, Think and Grow Rich. The magic of thinking big. But anyway, tomorrow morning, we got another super call for Friday. Plus tomorrow night, happy hour. We got some things. And then Saturday at 6 o'clock, leadership. And then Sunday at 6 o'clock, product training. And trust me, you don't want to miss any of these. This is forthcoming. So with that, I want to thank everybody. It's a Thursday. Follow up on everybody you talk to. Miss Jill Murphy out in Chicago, thank you so much for your comments. Stay connected and growing. I love it. And can we give Miss Evelyn Phipps one more hand to show how much we appreciate her talk today? She was just amazing. Now, if that didn't encourage you, no matter where you're at, I don't know what will, because she just came across and just told you like it was. Just really simple. So everybody, take care. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Go out there and get some IBOs and customers. And remember, always follow up on people and edify, edify, edify. God bless.
Yes.